track review.
Wake up, gotta wake
Track
up,
reviews.
gotta wake up, gotta wake up, gotta wake up, gotta wake up. Hotness. Hello, my needle drops. Anthony Fantano here, the internet's busiest music nerd, and it's Wednesday. God, yes, it's Wednesday. Wednesday, aka hump day, aka the day that you want to die in the middle of the week. But fret no more, because we have something to ease that Wednesday tension. A little bit of Remix Wednesday action. If you go over to theneedledrop.com or go down there to a link in the D-Box, there are not only 5 remixes of awesome songs that you can download, but there are 2 remix albums that you can get a hold of too. The King Meets the President, which is a full mashup album of Michael Jackson and Fela Kuti songs, and a new R. Stevie Moore tribute album, just nothing but covers back and forth of R. Stevie Moore songs. What more could you want? Also down there in the D-Box, my new album reviewing gig. I recently did a review of the new Rick Ross album for that website, Scene Magazine. You can head down there and watch it if you'd like. And also, find a link down there to the new No Age single, Glitter. I was going to review that today, but instead on Track Reviews, where we talk about the latest in rock, pop, electronic, and experimental music and whether or not it's good, we're going to take a look at the new track from Weezer. That's the album cover. Hugo from Lost. Yeah, and Weezer is going indie this time around. They are releasing this thing on Epitaph Records this September, not even a year after they put out, what, Raditude? And what I love about Weezer at this point in their career, what makes them so interesting to me, one of the most interesting bands out there, they just do not give a shit about anything. They don't give a f***ing shit. They'll just do whatever they want, do this, do that. If it's funny, do it. Just spur of the moment, impulsive, who cares? Just do it. I figure that Weezer is going to need some more album cover material, so I please do ask. I do ask. Next time you're putting out an LP, or, next time you're scrambling for something to put on the front of one of these things, please use Cal Chuchesta. Cal, do you want to be on the front of a Weezer album?
Oh, well, if you've got a problem with wheezing, you should probably get an inhaler. A picture of me's not going to do you any good.
I hate Cal Chuchesta. Let's give a listen to this new Weezer single, Memories. Well, this was a young, vibrant rocker. It opened up with these string sections. I really had no clue what was going to happen. Was very, let's just say I was anticipating something that maybe wasn't going to please me all that much. Because Weezer's newer stuff, their more recent stuff, has been a little more polished. A little too polished, in fact, for my taste to really wow me, to really get me going. But this track, as soon as the guitars hit, as soon as the bass hit, as soon as the drums hit, it had a much more aggressive, much more distorted sound than anything that was on Raditude, which had some good singles, had some decent tracks on it, but still had those moments like the collaboration with Lil Wayne, for example, that kind of just felt really out of place and just sort of seemed like the band kind of experimenting with their audience, experimenting with what they can do on the album, as opposed to Weezer making a song to the best of Weezer's abilities. And that's what this song kind of acknowledges. It kind of feels the same way a lot of old school Weezer fans do. I wish I could go back there to that time. I wish I could go back there to all those memories back when all these things were still fresh and not just something that I missed. Weezer brings up things like, I miss when Rage Against the Machine used to be actually Rage Against the Machine and not Audio Slave. I miss when we would be on tour. There are all these live show recollections with journalists. Rivers brings up just the unwanted transition that everybody has to make to being an adult. A lot of people are saying this kind of sounds like Andrew WK. This could be an Andrew WK track, but I mostly think that's because of just how relentless the song is in terms of heavy percussion, just being bam, bam. If you can appreciate a hook, if you can appreciate some pop magic, then damn, this track. give a listen to it. Of course, it's not going to blow your mind, it's not going to change the way you listen to music, but it is a good and enjoyable song. Man, if you're just looking for something light and sweet to put into the tea, this is it. I'm feeling a strong 7 on this, and this track actually has me looking forward to see what Weezer is going to do on this album. I mean, come on, let's not get too excited, let's not freak out. Weezer is not going to write another Blue album, they're not going to write another Pinkerton, but this thing, with the change over to Epitaph, with all of the nostalgic desires that are inside of this track, we could be in for something that is maybe a little less commercial, a little more vulnerable. Who knows? Anthony Fantano, The Needle Drop, Weezer, Hurley, forever.